Are you planning? Are you thinking about moving to Germany? Are you trying to japa, as the Nigerians would say, to leave Nigeria, to leave Africa, to come into Europe, and Germany is one of your options? Then, on this video, I'll be telling you about the things you need to know before moving to Germany. Don't say nobody told you. Let's dive into the video. Hello guys, welcome back to my channel, and this is Vlogmas day 6. Number one thing you need to know is the healthcare system. In Germany, everyone is mandated, and it is mandatory for you to have a healthcare insurance, either the public stationary insurance, which is the gesetzliche Krankenversicherung, or you have the private health insurance, which is the private Krankenversicherung. But generally speaking, Germany is known for its, high quality healthcare system. The only issue is that sometimes you have to book an appointment months in advance, just so that you don't get there and you're placed on a waiting list, or you're placed on the waiting. You have to wait for a long time, and sometimes you also have to pay partly for some drugs that you may end up buying, or there is also the fact that when it comes to your dental health, an additional cost might come up, and you have to cover that as well. The second thing is the educational opportunity. Germany has, I think, I've not done my research in that regard, but Germany has one of the most affordable government educational system, I think, in Europe. From you pay per semester, you pay probably from 250 to 260 euros. From 260 euros down to, let's say, 500. I don't think the semester fee is more than that. And also there's a lot of apprenticeship opportunities for people who wants to do they want to do apprenticeship, and then they want to work. It's called duales studium. That one, you have the opportunity to to engage in that if you want to work and if you want to school at the same time. There is definitely the language barrier. If you want to study in the government university, most of the courses are in German. So most of the programs are in German. So you have to either have learned the language, or you are in the process of learning the language, because that is going to definitely ease your way into the system. Number 3 thing, housing and renting, housing. It's a big topic. You can go for months, you're looking for an apartment. The competition is high. Just be prepared for long searches and competitive application processes. You would apply for you apply for a house or an apartment, and then you get a yes, and then probably the next day the landlord changes his mind and says, oh, sorry, it's a no. And also, don't forget, there is what we call Kaution. Musst du bezahlen. Kaution, you have to pay for Kaution. Kaution is more like a upfront payment of maybe 1,000 euros or 2,000 euros, depending on what the case may be. And you have to pay for that. That's aside your rent now, okay? That's aside your rent. That's aside how much you have to pay for the house. So put that in mind. Apartment search can take a long time. So be ready for that. Also, another aspect to this accommodation and rentals and everything regarding housing is the fact that when you get an apartment, don't expect it to be furnished. Most of the apartments in Germany are unfurnished. They are as empty can be. So when you're coming to get an apartment, just open your mind that you have to also have budgeted for, furnitures and everything that you need for your apartment. Number 4, bureaucracy and paperwork. Germans love paperwork. Germans love everything that has to do with registration. You must register here, you must register there. Registration is too much. You will register, there is paperwork, and also the fact that things get, there is a longer waiting time to get certain documentations. For example, resident permits. For you to get an appointment for resident permit, thank God I'm out of that club. But it takes time. It takes time before you get a resident permit. I think the only thing that pretty much you get done ASAP is bank appointments. Of course, why wouldn't the bank be very quick to give you appointment? Because it has to do with your money. But bank appointments, you can go walk into the bank and you just see someone and you make an appointment and that's it. But yeah, so put that at the back of your mind. Number 5, employment and work culture. Number 1, Germans are very hardworking people. The job market, for example, is very saturated. There is a lot of expats coming into Germany at the moment. There is just a lot, and when you don't really, depending on the field you're in, finding a job that fits your qualifications can be challenging, can be difficult, it can be stressful. Sometimes you might need to keep applying daily for maybe 4 months, 5 months, 6 months before you get something that really suits you. But the thing is, when you do get it, you also have to make sure you keep it. Yeah, because here in Germany you have 6 months of probation time, and after that your contract is either extended for 2 years or it's unbefristet, as they call it. That means unconditional. So the contract is it's forever, unquote. So that's it about the work life and the work culture and everything. And Germans love punctuality. Germans are very punctual. If you have an appointment with a German, make sure you're on time. If you have a dental appointment, if you have a doctor's appointment, make sure you're on time. Don't come late. There are some places already 5 minutes later and you did not call way before then to say, sorry, I'll be late. Appointment is cancelled. If you like, go there. They will tell you, please remake a new appointment, and please next time come on time. Don't be late. So Germans don't like lateness. If you're going to be late, they call, and when they are late, or when it happens that maybe the buses, the trains are not working, Germans will complain. They will complain, tire. Any German person or any person that is, that has a lot of Germans around them would have experienced it. They hate it. Even me now, I hate it. when the bus isn't coming, or when the train is there's a lot of hold up and everything. It can disorganize you sometimes, especially if you've planned yourself through for the whole day. And what about the job market? Job market. There is a lot of expats entering Germany at this time, and even students. So the job search can take a while as well. It can take a while, but it's very, very possible. You can get a job that fits in your portfolio, but it will just take a while. Just keep applying, keep searching, and definitely you'll find something. The number 6 point, something you need to put in mind when coming to Germany or trying to move to Germany, is the cost of living. Cost of living is quite affordable compared to other European cities and countries, I think, or even America and the likes. Cost of living is quite affordable. Let's just keep it that way. In Berlin, it's more expensive. It's more expensive, I think, in bigger cities than it is in smaller cities. So like Frankfurt, Berlin, Munich, those cities are expensive. Number 2 is the public transportation. Affordable public transportation. You can get access to the buses, to the trains, to the trams, to the underground trains and stuff like that. That's things that are, affordable. What about the taxes? Everyone, as far as you start working, you are mandated to start paying tax. But maybe nobody's going to tell you about it. But the moment you pay your tax once, you must keep paying the tax. You must keep paying your tax as long as you have done a tax return once. You are not exempted from paying tax and doing your tax return. So if you've not done your tax return, go and do it, okay? If not, you get a manung. Manung is a warning from the government. Yeah. And then the next and the most, I think, one of the important aspects you have to put in consideration is the German language. Why many Germans speak English? Knowing German is significantly important. Why many Germans speak English? When you ask them, sprechen Sie English? Die werden antworten, nee, ich spreche leider nur Deutsch. They will tell you, I only speak German. I only speak German. I don't speak English. But they do understand sometimes, and sometimes they can be very unfriendly. Why? Most of the time, they are very friendly. So it depends on who you meet on the road. What about the other general culture? The punctuality, I've spoke about the punctuality. Sundays is what they call Ruhetag or Ruhetag. That means quiet day. On Sundays, don't be making any noise in your house. In short, by 10 p.m., you should make sure everywhere is quiet. The road, everywhere is quiet. Everybody's in their house. They are having their Ruhetag, Ruheabend. So that's why you don't play loud music from 10 p.m. Because they can call the police for you. They can call the police for you. So you already know, okay, if I'm going to be throwing a party, it has to end before 10 p.m. Or you go rent a hall. Rent a hall and you enjoy yourself. You get me? But normally that's more like their rules or their culture. So the number 8 thing is education for children. So you see, in Germany, there is free public schools. Public schools are free, and the quality is also high. It's good, but of course the classes are in German. It's not going to be in English. So if you're an international student or child moving into Germany, you should gradually gravitate to learning the language. There are also bilingual schools, of course, schools that are international, speak English and German. But of course, the main courses, maybe like English, mathematics, they're also in German. What about the school system tracts? After primary school, students are now divided into tracts based on the academic performance. So either it's a gymnasium, or you have the Realschule, or you have the Hauptschule. There are different levels depending on how the intelligence of your child and the level of academic excellence, so to speak. They would now grade them into which level or which type of school they should continue in after primary school.